I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I need all of you with me this holiday season, this Mariah season, or whatever you're celebrating, Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, whatever holiday is coming up for you. We want it to be festive and fun and filled with dolls, of course. And if you are here, please say hi in the live chat. My name is Jared. I am your host. I am the host of this channel, Life in Plastic, since 2020 we launched. So this is, we're coming up on we are in year 4 because I started in September of 2020. Okay, so the 5th anniversary is months away. But anyway, we are in year 4, and then very soon it's going to be 2025, and of course we want everybody to be healthy and happy in 2025, and we want you to have all of the dolls that you want in 2025. So with that said, I would like to welcome some guests on this festive stream. I do have friends. Yes, this is true. I have friends too. Um, First of all, I want you to, I'm sure a few of you already know my good friend, Miss Ilana. Okay, she's magically delicious on Instagram and I don't know what other socials she's magically delicious on, but she is magical and delicious for sure. And let me just bring her on so she can say more if she would like to. I'm adding you to the stage. Welcome to the stage, Miss Ilana. Hi.
Hi, everyone.
This
Happy
is an
holidays.
interesting layout. When there's two people, they're not both circles. I'm a circle and you're not.
What shape am I?
You're like oh, you can't see what we're streaming right now.
I'm
You
not.
are yeah, it's like it's round. There's like a round edge, two round edges, and then there's a straight edge. It's like a circle that's been sliced.
Oh, wow. Okay, because I'm on my phone.
Ah, that could be it. But
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
when I added our third guest earlier onto the stream, um, they all turned into circles. So maybe we should do that, huh? Or but before we do that, um, happy holidays, Merry Mariah season.
Yes.
Um, everything good. I just want to check in with you before we introduce our next guest.
All good, busy, but festive. And
You are looking very festive. I am loving the holiday ribbon, the
my
Barbie shirt. Where did you get the?
pink
Now
nutcracker
it's
earring.
showing up. Okay, let's see this. It's from the nut. It's a nutcracker, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Super cute. Ah, because you are a dancer, a ballerina. That makes sense that you would be referencing the nutcracker.
Yeah, that's all. That's what I spent my whole weekend doing. I took ballet class
Ah, you were dancing.
all day today, like 12:30 to 5, and yesterday,
Fun.
12:30 to 4.
You must be exhausted then.
Yeah, my legs are done. I can't do anything else.
Well, we shan't keep you here for very long.
Oh, no,
Stay
I'm
as long as you like. However, we're gonna try to keep this stream brief. And let me introduce our next guest, another friend. Um, and then I think we're gonna check in on if anybody's in the live chat yet. Um, we've been live for like 4 minutes already, and we haven't even introduced this wonderful guest. Another good friend. He attended this year's National Barbie Doll Collectors Convention with us, and he sat at my table. He can sit with us, even though he apparently doesn't own any pink any pink outfits. I know, shocker, right? I mean, you would think that he would have at least one pink shirt for that one time that he's gonna appear on a pink Christmas show. Anyway, our next guest is Pablo. Pablo's Cave of Wonders on Instagram. Okay, let me add him to the stage. And now we're all circles. Hi, Pablo.
Hi. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Lana. Hi,
How
everybody.
you doing? How you
I'm doing
doing?
I'm doing great. I'm ready with my hot cocoa.
Ah,
So
amazing.
this finally this is the season and to share, and I'm so happy to be here with you. It took so long
It took so long. What took so long?
to us to get back
Oh, you
together,
mean onto
sharing.
the stream? Yeah, because we were talking about doing the style in plastic, and it didn't quite materialize. Because like, first of all, I did not get a lot of like interested parties. Not enough for me to like really, try to make it happen. But also, it's been insanely busy in life and in work, and not to make excuses, but like I feel like there just hasn't been enough time in the day for me to do everything that I want to do. This whole year, it's been crazy. So we'll talk about this whole year, the year in dolls that was 2024, right? We'll talk about your favorites from this year. What's the weirdest thing that you added to your collection this year? Think about that. That's my question for you. What is the weirdest thing that you added to your collection this year? I know what weird thing I got this year that I said I would never, ever, 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 ever collect or buy or whatever. But and yet here it is. It happened this year, and I'll tell you later. But think about it. Okay, and let's check in. Let's see if anybody's maybe I don't think anyone's commented yet. But if you're watching, if you're tuned in, we are streaming live on YouTube and on Facebook. I believe we're also on Facebook. And by the way, you guys, next time that we're on a live stream together, you have the option to stream to your own destinations of your choice. I believe Instagram is one of those places. You could be streaming on Instagram right now, but you had to have chosen that option upon getting into the broadcast studio. So we'll talk about this later, and hopefully next time we'll do something where we're like co-streaming. Yeah, that would be interesting, right? Because then we'll get your people and we'll have my people and we'll just have a big party. So anyway, let's see. Has anybody said hi yet? Let's see. Live viewer. No one said hi yet. Hi guys, if you're watching, please say hi. I am live, not from my doll room because it is still a mess. I know. I think it was months ago that I said that I would like tidy it up and like sort through everything. I have not. I've done no such thing. There's just been no time.
That's the story of my
Well, what's the story of your life? Yeah, yeah. No, your at least your place doesn't look like a war zone. My doll room looks like there was like some sort of explosion that happened because I pulled everything out of the storage cabinets, and not everything is in boxes, and then you just make little piles and then you knock them over, and before you know it, it's a whole mess. So anywho, it's still a mess, so therefore we are upstairs in my guest bedroom, which I'm not even gonna show you the entire room because this room is also everything is a mess right now. My life is a mess. I'm not gonna lie, my life is a mess. That's the story of my life this year. It's been a mess. So yeah. Anywho, let me just what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. I was I was gonna change our this little what do you call this thing, the overlay, into something a little bit more festive, because see, StreamYard, they're always updating their streaming capabilities, and they've added some new features and then changed the formatting. Everything used to be under this like tab called brand, and now they've divided that into two sections. So like I'm still learning how to navigate this new thing. So okay, we have here, it's something called style. Okay, this is whatever I'm looking for is not in here. Here we go. Overlay. So let's see. Maybe this will work because like our circles are pretty high up. We're not like completely covered, right? I mean, we can stay kind of above this thing because yeah, it's not gonna shrink. Or we have this too.
That's
Super
cute.
festive.
That's cute.
This is better, right? I can just go like this, so this tree is not like.
Oh well.
Careful, poke your eye.
Hi tree, what's up? Yeah, I like this. This is festive. And the round this round thing, this is new, right? I mean, we haven't appeared this way on a live stream previously. This is one of their new features. Um so yeah, and these, I'm recycling these pink Christmas overlays from I think I've been using them for what, 2-3 years now. I'm due to make new. I should make new ones.
I don't
Um
know what this is.
what was that?
I don't think anyone notices.
I don't think anybody notices. This is just me being nitpicky and criticizing myself as always. All right. So let's see. Have you thought about what the weirdest thing that you added to your collection this year was?
Doll wise?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't even have to be a doll. It could be licensed merch or something. Oh, come to think of it, I added two very strange things to my collection. You know what? Can I leave the two of you live while I excuse myself and go grab the other thing? Because I brought one of the two things up here, and it just came to me like there's another weird thing that I added to my collection that I want to show you guys.
You can leave us. We'll behave. We'll be good.
Okay, you'll behave. Don't say any bad words. This is YouTube. I want to be monetized.
Be friendly.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. I'll leave you for a few minutes, and I'm gonna grab the other thing. BRB.
All right. See you
Oh,
soon.
let me You know what? Are you guys able to see the comments and stuff, or do you have to have a certain?
I have a comment button.
You have a comment button. Oh, what happens when you push it?
It says.
It says live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. Yada yada.
Yeah.
So then you'll be able to show the comments, I believe. If anybody is watching right now, please say hi. Okay, talk to us. This is live. We are live. We are live right this very moment, unless you're watching the replay. This is not a replay. Okay, I know I'm live right now. So yeah, I'm not dreaming. Let me just pinch myself. Yep. I'm not dreaming. This is live. We are live. So say hi. Talk to them. All right. BRB. I'll be right back.
So Ilana,
Yes. Hi, Pablo.
I guess this is the time, when you're at home and your parents has a visit, they say like, go be a good host. I'll be back in a second. And you're gonna say like, you wanna see my toys?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. When I have guests over, I immediately like want to go see the Barbie room. Yeah.
So, how did it go in convention for you? You were busy. I saw you from afar. I said like, oh my god.
I'm always so. Yeah, it's always so busy, and the last couple of years, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do less, and I don't end up doing less. But I think a big time commitment is the fashion show. So I think that's what keeps me the busiest. But then I end up, volunteering for like 2 to 3 positions, and then I usually sign up for like 2 to 3 workshops. So yeah, it's just a lot. Are you going this year?
Yes, but the most excited thing for me is the workshop. I want to go.
Yeah, I did the suitcase building workshop, which was great. It was a lot of steps, but it was really clear. The unfortunate thing is the suitcase was made of like cardboard, and it accidentally crushed on the way home because it was pretty delicate, and I thought I packed it well enough. But then there was this other workshop that I volunteered with. And the teacher was really nice. She gave me a a craft kit to take home, and it was making a little terrarium out of what she used were like clear like Christmas ornament box types of things. And it's really easy. You just take a little glue, put it at the bottom, put some pebbles, and put some fake flowers, and really easy. And they're the cutest little terrariums for Barbie. So yeah.
Oh, nice. I love this year's theme. For me, these vintage repros are very special.
Mm-hmm.
Because I started collecting a year before the 50th anniversary. So
Okay.
for the 50th anniversary was all those repros from Bill Greening.
Yes.
And I was in love. I mean, those were my first collectors Barbies. So for me, they mean a lot. So being my first convention and being able, that was kind of the theme, right? Kind of the
Oh yeah.
the
Yes.
vibe.
Anniversary. Yeah. I will say the 50th anniversary, the 50th year, so some of the best dolls that year. Like I'm actually looking at my wall here, and I have the Generation of Dreams, the Barbie with the um
The
let
prints
me
from
go like this
different Barbie eras.
one.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Actually, this is funny. I didn't even plan this, but these are my 50th. So like that's the 50th holiday doll. And then that one. And then the Ken, the Happy Birthday Ken, I don't think it was his 50th, or maybe it was his 50th anniversary because it says it
I
right
think
there.
it
But
was like 1 year later or two, something like that.
yeah, so maybe that was the year after. But no, that, and there, yeah, that was just a really good year for Barbie.
Such a nice era. I feel sad I was so young. I couldn't buy more.
Oh, when for her 50th anniversary?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that was I may have been 16 or something because I definitely remember for my birthday because I actually have the same birthday as Barbie. That's my,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, March 9th is our, so that was kind of my induction to being really crazy for Barbie, even though as a little kid I was always obsessed. But yeah, I think for my 16, I'm trying, well, I can't do the math right now, but I was definitely a teenager and I got a lot of these Barbies for that birthday. I
So
think
ever since you kept them like never removed from box?
I actually ended up rebuying these at some point because I don't know what happened to the ones I had, but I don't know. It's hard. I want to take them out of the box, but then it's like when they're in a box and you can stack them, it's nice because then you don't have to buy another shelf.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Are you Ken? What are you doing?
Doesn't seem to matter what I do.
I have to send you the pictures from Rehoboth Beach.
I'm sorry, what?
I forgot to tell you. Oh my gosh. So a couple
What
weeks ago,
happened?
I went to run a half marathon in Rehoboth, and there's a
Huh?
Santa ball that happens that same day. So Noah and I were going. We were going to different restaurants, whatever. And there was this one restaurant that turned into like a dance club at 9 p.m. And there was this man
Oh,
wearing like an all white outfit with a full length white jacket. And I'm just looking at him like,
yes.
oh my gosh, that looks like the Ken jacket. And I just keep looking at this jacket. And he's like playing and dancing and
That's so
it has
far.
red lining. And I'm like, and I look closer and there's horses on the lining.
He
So
was
I
Ken.
talked to him and I'm like, sir, I just want to say I love your jacket. He's like, would you like to wear it? I'm like, yes,
Oh my
please.
gosh.
So he
Yeah, I
puts
see
it
those
on
people all the time.
and it's me. But the pictures are
Sublime.
sublime.
Anyway, did you guys say to Kendall fan yet? Say hi to Kendall fan.
Hi, Kendall fan.
Hi,
Because
Kindle
if
fan.
you commented
Oh,
or
that's
she, are you a he
Harold.
or a
Hi,
she?
Harold.
I can't even read with these. So, hi guys, so nice to see you. Greetings from Costa Rica.
Yeah, that's my friend Harold.
Hey Harold, what's up? Hey. Thank you for joining us and thank you for saying hi. You
He's an
are our
expert
first commenter.
he's an expert on Kindles.
He's an expert on Ken doll.
Uh-huh.
Nice. So you can tell me which doll. Okay, I grabbed the one of the two weird things that I added to my collection. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. Okay, this is like let me sit down here. Let me just like pull the camera. Okay, it's actually not a standalone. I'm on a notebook right now, and then at some point I'm gonna add my phone to the stream so we can have like a second camera when we're showing stuff. Um, Anywho, the second one of the two weird things that I added to my collection this year that is not a doll. My friend John Bronston, who was my musical director for I think almost every cabaret show I've done in New York. Um, yeah, every single one except for one, where my MD was JD Smurthwaite. Hey JD. Um, John Bronston sent me a link to this thing. I'm like, you're such an enabler. Like, you should know better than to send me links to auctions. Okay. Because especially if it's something you think I might want, because I'm gonna bid on that thing. And guess what I won? On VIPfanauctions.com or something. Yeah, I think it's VIP fan auctions. So what they do is they're kind of like an auction site for a specific kind of collectibles, which are like costumes and props from movies, TV, etc.
Cool.
So maybe Harold can identify which doll wore this
Oh,
outfit,
you're
which
gonna kill him.
fits me right now. It's so tiny, like I'm able to squeeze into it somehow. I actually made a reel with this wig and this thing on.
I, I,
Um,
I
if
do
you haven't
believe
seen it yet, hmm?
that's the
It's
handsome
it's
looking
from
guy. It's a Derek.
it's yes, the doll is Derek. Derek. So Derek, I guess, was one of the rockers, or
Uh-huh.
Barbie's friends during Barbie and the Rockers,
He
which,
loves
as
that
we
line.
know, what was that?
He loves it.
Ah, wait, he loves Barbie and the Rockers.
Yeah. He loves that era, the 80s.
Yeah, this is so 80s because it's this top thing, okay, which all of this is embroidered, or well, no, they're patches, and then they were sewn on actually.
So did you know on the Macy's parade they were like, like cosplayers like Barbie and the Rockers? It
They
might be
did. Who
his.
did that?
It
Who
might
did?
be his shirt.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I mean it was a long, long time ago.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
so
was Barbie and the Rockers and He-Man. So I guess it was back in the
uh,
80s. I wasn't
all
born
of
yet.
the greatest toys of the 80s, right? Um, so it came with like these cuffs that have fringe. I'm gonna put them on just for fun. So it came with a cuff that has this like orange fringe. Right? Oh, two cuffs. And you know what I noticed is like, look at this. One of these must. This is from the live tour of Barbie and the Rockers. So they would have like these actors performing as Barbie and the Rockers,
Hmm.
right? And I guess they went on tour. This must have been some kind of national tour thing, a touring show. And then this was one of the costumes. This was Derek's costume or part of it, because I know that the whole thing comes with like a jacket, and this didn't even come with pants.
It,
So it came with the cuffs. Okay, and I've noticed that one cuff is the fringe is lighter than the other. I don't know if that's the case on the doll. I doubt it. I don't think Mattel would have spent extra money or extra effort making a doll with like uneven fringe and like different colors. I think they must have replaced this at some point during on the tour. It may have been damaged or whatever.
yeah, maybe.
So,
Or maybe more like light exposure or something.
or
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
one of them looks like it's been exposed. This looks faded to me. Like this looks newer
Mhm.
overall. I mean, yeah, it's clearly been replaced, but it also came with a hand glove, which interestingly enough, right? I mean, I don't know if they did this to make it look more like the doll, because like if you're gonna have fingerless gloves for a human being, it would actually have the finger things, right? This does not.
Hmm.
So I
Mm,
guess he was really like in character for this.
maybe like,
Look at this glove thing. It really only has a thing for your thumb.
but it looks good.
It's just whatever. It's exposed.
It's nice. So hey, it's funny. My friend Harold, he sent me that Derek doll this year, earlier this year.
What did he send you?
That doll,
The
Derek,
Derek doll?
the
No
Derek
way.
doll. Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Wow, that's so funny. So that's how you were able to identify it so quickly. Wait, we're getting
he reacted.
yeah, he reacted. We were getting comments. Did you show this one yet? He says, "Oh my god, I love it. I really do," says Harold. And then we have somebody new in the chat. This is Junior Vasquez. Are you related to Junior Vasquez, the
Yeah,
DJ?
hi Junior.
Um,
Hola,
Hello, a pleasure to see them and enjoy the live. Thank you for joining us and thank you for saying hi. Where are you from, Junior? Ah, you're all friends. Y'all know each other.
uh-huh.
Cool. Hey, what's up, Junior? So
We
where is
do
you
we
located?
do have a group. It's called Tropical Caribbean Dolls. So we do challenges and we come with our own challenges through well, we share on Instagram, but like the live, we do a live where we share what we created, and
Oh, where are you seeing it?
everybody who sends their pictures, we also send,
Did you say
prepare.
it's on Instagram?
Um, the lives are on YouTube.
The lives are on YouTube as well. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
I'll share with you.
You have to send me this channel.
It is so nice. I love
Subscribe
it.
and
I
hopefully I'll
love these
comment
guys.
your lives. When do you guys go live? Because maybe some of, I mean, people who are watching now or maybe watching the replay will want to check this out.
We are expecting to do our next one on January at the beginning, because we didn't do one for Christmas.
Hmm.
But I've been moving, so I've been busy, and
Right,
everybody
you're
for the
moving.
holidays.
Told me you're moving. Why are you moving? What happened to your house?
No, I just moved. This is a new place.
I see that. Yeah, it
Uh-huh.
looks totally different.
I
Cool.
just moved on Halloween. I was moving.
Well, I think I might be moving soon too. So we're in a way, we're kind of on the same boat. But I'll tell you about that, in private. Um, so anyway, did you guys think about your weirdest thing that you added to your collection? Because this, wouldn't you say this is a little weird? Like,
I
It's
do have
mean,
I
it's
do
Barbie.
have something.
it's Barbie, but like I don't really collect costumes, especially not used ones.
No, but
So
that's like a
I don't
vintage.
know what got into me, but when I saw the listing, I was like, I gotta bid on this thing.
Yeah.
Boom. So what is the weirdest thing? Have you thought of anything yet?
I do
This.
have something. So following the line with this group that I'm part of,
Mhm.
we came up for Halloween on creating
Your own witch.
our own witch Barbie version.
Ah.
So I'm not a Halloween fan. I like
Mhm.
Halloween, but I cannot compare Halloween with the holidays, with Christmas. So this
Mhm.
year, for me, the weirdest thing has been celebrating way more Halloween than
Mhm.
Christmas. So I do have the doll here.
Okay, okay. Let's see it. I'm gonna put you on a solo.
She's
Okay.
pretty.
She's gorgeous. Oh my god, what a lovely witch.
So I came
Wow.
up, I
Lamb
ended
with
up doing my
flowers.
own
Oh my gosh.
my
That
own
stands
reroute.
out.
So can you believe it?
She's beautiful. Which doll was this originally?
Thank you. I used my Teresa top models,
Ah, okay, okay.
which are my kind of
I
one
don't
of
know.
my
That one?
favorite um one of my favorite
Oh,
doll
that's
lines
right then.
ever.
Sorry, I'm trying
So
to fix this layout thing.
that was a challenge. Create our own witch
Mm-hmm.
Barbie. And for Halloween, I started watching like witches movies, like the Craft,
Mm-hmm.
um, Hocus Pocus, all those kind of movies with Covens and Agatha all the way.
Oh, you were watching Agatha all the way?
Yeah, so
I watched that too.
I ended up coming with my own coven. Look at my second doll.
Ah, okay, wait. I'm trying to fix. There you go. See, they changed everything on me, Streamyard, and like I couldn't find how to put us back on the same layout.
Look at this one.
Wow.
Oh wow, she's pretty.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on a solo layout. Let's see.
Camera
Um,
is a little
so you can
weird. I'm not.
just
I
a
don't.
little bit bigger. You know what? I'm gonna change this circle thing so we have more screen real estate. How do you like the sound of that?
Sure.
So we can see more. Let's change it. Let's do boop, and here we go.
So there she is.
And then our color changed too. That's funny. Okay.
So this one, my friend Salvador, you know him, Salvador Lopez.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
Sal Ariaga.
uh-huh.
Ah.
So he did this reroute. This is a hairwear top model, Teresa
Mm-hmm.
doll. Um, so I kind of got inspired. Teresa, the Lara face mold is my favorite,
Mm-hmm.
and the top model lines is one of my favorite
That
lines.
was a great play line.
So I came up with
That.
these three dolls as witches.
Oh, by the way, I just saw Junior's comment. He's from DR, Dominican Republic.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
So look
Ah,
at this one.
what a beautiful witch. You have the most gorgeous witches in the land. I
Look at
mean
that.
those hats. What fabric did you use to make those hats?
I used ribbon.
Okay, cool.
So I just used the wire
Uh-huh.
on the ribbons and kind of use it for stitching.
Mm-hmm.
So it had that look like, like kind of Catwoman kind of
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah, yeah. The Michelle Pfeiffer
Uh huh.
Catwoman with the
Yeah.
stitches. Yeah, because in the movie she made her outfit herself. Remember that? And
Yeah.
she was like
So
raging mad. So of course the stitches were very uneven.
yeah. So for me that was so unexpected. Like celebrating Halloween. You know, going all the way out. Um. Also, it
That's
was because I had more time for Halloween. Prior Halloween because I was
Mhm.
still at the old place and I had like all my dolls packed, so I had like not much to play with. So that
Okay,
was kind of the my playing time. So I
nice.
did all this setting for the holidays like less than a week ago.
Hmm.
And usually, previous years since October, I'm preparing like the doll room with Christmas and stuff.
Nice. Well, you always do the most beautiful diorama displays, so I look forward to seeing more of your stuff.
Thank you.
I mean, just the stuff that you showed us last year, right, Ilana? Do you remember? That was just the pagoda. I still remember all of it. Like, I love miniatures, and it's not just dolls. Like everything that's like miniatures, everything tiny, like a tiny version of something that we see every day. To me, is like the coolest thing. So the way that you create those structures, I mean, I wish I had that talent. That's not one of my talents, unfortunately. So, could you just imagine if I could make my own dioramas? Like my house would be like you know, it would just be exploding with dioramas.
Spoiler alert.
Uh-huh.
I do believe that my next project will be kind of related to the Nutcracker.
Oh, speaking of Nutcracker, we have a ballerina here. So, Ilana, have you thought about what your weirdest thing that you added to your collection is this year? I'm gonna put you in a solo layout right now, okay?
I mean, just like kind of looking around my doll room. Oh my goodness, my light keeps
Oh,
going.
that isn't
Yeah,
you. Oh, that's because you're on your phone. Let's see. Let's
yeah.
put you in a different kind of layout that kind of showcases you better. Ah, this is fine. So let's pretend I'm interviewing you.
All right, my light
And
little
Pablo, you can take a break, I guess.
my light keeps going out. So yeah, just kind of looking around my doll room real quick. 'Cause I don't like. I think I collect weird stuff that's not necessarily dolls. But last year, um, after the holidays, so in late January, my friend had a party called "We Survived the Holidays," and they had a really fun white elephant. I guess it's a type of party, where
Huh?
everybody gets a
Oh
gift.
yeah, yeah.
You pull a number, and then when your
We
number,
did that at work.
yeah,
That
and
the
then
accounting department had a white elephant gift exchange. So yeah, explain to everybody what that is, because I'm sure there
so
are people who may not know what a white elephant gift exchange is.
right. Uh I guess originally what the term white elephant means like something you don't use and it just sits around. So I think the whole
Mhm,
concept is you bring something from home that you're
mhm,
that like you intentionally are bringing something you're regifting or you bring
mhm,
something weird and you wrap it, you put it under the tree, and then
mhm,
everybody gets a number and
mhm,
they randomly pull from a hat your number and you go pick in the order that your number's called. And then if you get called, you either have a choice to grab a gift or you can steal someone's gift. So,
mhm. Oh, that's right. That's
so one
right.
of the people at the party, I think I was actually the host, she purposely got this gift with me in mind. And I definitely will say it's weird. It's a Vanna White Barbie.
Oh my! Wait, it's actually a Barbie. Like Mattel made it.
No, Barbie didn't make it. I actually still have the box. So this was the box.
It's a Vanadol.
It's
I
Vanna
didn't
White.
even know they made those.
Um, well, I guess they sold it on the Home Shopping Network, based on what the box.
Wow. Who
Yeah.
manufactured it? Wait, who's the manufacturer?
Let's see. Well, uh, I, Home Shopping Network. I don't know.
It's HSN. Wow.
It doesn't say.
I mean, there's no indication that it's either Mattel or Hasbro, right?
No.
Wow.
So I'm curious to know. Like, I mean, her
No,
face.
I'm curious. They must have like HSN must have just found like a supplier somewhere, right? Wherever dolls were being made at the time, and they just like were like, okay, we'll pay you for your the factory and produce X number of Vanna dolls, and
Like
we're gonna sell these things.
she
They're gonna
does have
sell
a
like hotcakes.
face mold.
Does it even look like her? I
Um,
mean, she looks
let's see.
kind of demented
That's the
to
picture.
me. Not the real Vanna. This doll.
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to picture what Vanna White always looks fabulous even before
I
she.
know she looks great all the time, even all the way to she's retired now, isn't she?
Yeah, she didn't retire that long ago.
No, it wasn't that long ago that she finally, said it's time to go. Oh, I believe Pablo's back. Let's bring him back in the stream. I'm trying to remove the stream. Okay, I successfully removed A-ring because I just felt like my finger was being chafed. Okay, let's put Pablo back into the stream. Let's see how we're gonna do that. Here we go. There we go. There's three of us now, and this
Hey,
tree is in my face.
I
So let me
love
just
those Vanna dolls. I do have like 3.
You have 3 Vanna dolls?
have like
Do
this
you have this
artwork
one?
over here.
Well, the face it doesn't change much. It's more about the outfit, but there were a lot of them.
They were, it's funny. Like a year or two ago, I was at the thrift shop and I saw a bunch of them in a box, and I thought about buying one, but I'm like, ugh, kind of weird looking.
Yeah,
I gifted one. I mean, she's growing.
she does kind of have. To me, she looks kind of demented. That smile.
She does. But then my friend, my coworker, we were like vibing together because we both love the nanny show, and she's like,
Ah,
"Oh my God, I have
it's
a nanny
Cece.
doll," and she gave
I
me
have
Oh,
an Annie doll.
a pressure nanny doll.
Oh my god! And who made this?
Oh, do I
This
have?
looks like the work of Hasbro. From the way the face mold looks.
You know what? I didn't save the whole box. I definitely remember. Oh, here it is. I cut out I like to save. Like even if I don't keep the whole box, I sometimes keep the artwork.
Uh-huh.
Street Player.
Street Player. Never heard of them.
Nope.
Interesting.
But they came out with a bunch of her too that came with different outfits.
Ah.
But
I mean, I love that show, but like back when I was watching it, I think I was probably in my early teens and like, not so much into dolls at that time.
does she talk?
oh, she does. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, does she have that voice?
Oh, but you know what? I think her battery died. I love the nanny. That's like my
Glenn Drescher, I mean, come on. Like she's amazing.
She
She,
is.
she still is.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
my
she's
husband never
incredible.
watched the nanny, so I'm making him watch it with me, and he's actually really enjoying it.
I mean, it was such a funny show, and there was just she's just there were so many wonderful moments in that show.
For me, that she's like a catalog of the Barbie Fashion Avenue. Her outfits,
Right.
they were always like,
With the big hair and then like all those outfits with the little plaid skirts and the
uh-huh.
I
And the
mean just
print and the sequence, like she always had an awesome outfit.
everything was larger than life. Everything was so Barbie.
She was very
It was like
Barbie.
always way
Mhm.
too glam to be their nanny.
Yes.
Yeah. I think she even, I could be wrong, but I think she on one of those episodes even wore a Mackie dress.
No, she wore a
Yes,
Mackie.
the white.
Wow.
The
Oh,
white,
let's
and
Mhm.
tell everybody what
her
happened at
hair.
convention this year. Speaking of Mackie, I'm just gonna sit here because like I've been crouching Jared, hidden I don't know what.
Barbie.
Hidden Barbie. I have a little table here in case we decide to like showcase something. And also my silver and pink trees are here just for the stream. All right. 2 of them. I have another one over to the side. But maybe when we have like a wider angle, you'll see. Pablo, I have something that you gave me in this room right now.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah, you think you do? Why? Did you see it?
I saw one of your posts.
Ah, okay, okay. I mean, are we thinking of the same thing? Because here it is. Ah,
Sequins and
scroll
all.
fell. She
Oh
had like a
yeah.
scroll behind her. Okay, so I mean, Pablo did not give me the doll. However, he did gift me this lovely superstar Barbie outfit with like micro sequins. Okay, pink micro sequins, and I put it on the. There was like a model muse version, sort of a tribute doll to Day to Night. I think it was, or was it Day to Night? Or no, Dream Date? Dream
Who
Date, I think it was.
who the dress?
This doll was originally wearing, this was that doll, the Dream
Oh,
Date.
Dream Date. Yeah, Dream Date.
Dream Date. This was Dream Date, and then I put the dress on her because I just figured, the sculpt and everything kind of works, and it
Mm-hmm.
fits her so nicely, right? I mean, look at her. She's fab. We're gonna put her by the
But
tree.
but even the other one as a cowgirl had it. It looks awesome.
Wait, which? Oh, the other one. Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Um, yeah,
So
the black. You're talking about the black outfit,
uh-huh. So those
yeah.
dresses, that's a superstar dress, but
Right,
it
right.
was inspired on the ones that Margot Robbie
Margot
wore.
Robbie were on her press
Uh-huh.
tour for Barbie the movie. Yes, I know. Yeah, I saw it in that book, the coffee table book that they made of her press tour outfits. That was so cool, and this is so cool. I'm so glad. Thank you so much, Pablo, because this is like one of my favorites right now.
You're welcome. I love that you're enjoying them.
I am enjoying her so much. I mean, in fact, I even thought about putting Mariah in this dress, and then they made that Odile doll. Uh, what was she called?
Oh,
This she came out this year.
The pink
Um,
gal,
the pink gala, yeah, the pink gala doll. And I just and she was the same. She had the curvy
the
the music muse
music
body,
memes. Uh-huh.
music muse. Yeah. So here's one of my Mariah dolls.
my Mariah doll is still in her box.
She's in pink because I'm doing pink Christmas this year, so of course Mariah is in the pink gala outfit. Okay, I mean she Mariah loves her leg moments, so this is perfect for her. It's very Mariah,
I do feel that that doll is very Mariah Carey.
right?
Yeah, just like just
Right.
on from
It's
a
so Mariah.
with a
Mariah would
pink
totally wear this in real life,
filter. I do
right?
feel
And
like
it,
it.
it it would make sense considering the designer, right? That was an Angel Kent doll, yes, and he did the
Mhm.
Mariah doll as well. So
Yeah.
this may have been one of his like options that they presented her with, and they decided to go with the iconic Christmas look. Iconic. Speaking of iconic, you guys are registered for 2025 BarbieCon, yes?
Mhm.
Yes.
So I'll see you in Louisville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
I'm
you
still
ready for the iconic moments that we're gonna have?
well, I'm trying to figure out like if I want to do the fashion show, and I feel like iconic is such a broad range that I probably could
Yeah,
pick
you
for
could
it.
almost wear anything because Barbie herself is iconic.
Right?
So yeah, I mean there are so many. Of course, certain Barbie dolls are more well known and well loved, right, than others. So I guess those are the ones we're gonna have to go for. However, sometimes Barbie portrays certain icons. Yes, you see where I'm going with this? Uh,
Uh, uh
oh, the wheels are turning. Somebody
not so
has an
subtle.
idea for next year's fashion show. Somebody who might be obsessed. Oh. Somebody might be obsessed. I mean, okay, for starters, remember the obsessed video where there was like a wall of like Mariah dolls? That's my dream. That is my dream is to have a wall of Mariah dolls. I have a second Mariah Barbie, by the way.
You only have two?
Well, I had a third at one point, and then I decided, you know what? Let me not be greedy and let me just donate this to my office pride bingo game.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. So somebody won that Mariah Barbie, and you know what? He gave it to his daughter, and she loves it.
Oh.
So I'm so glad that I parted ways with my third Mariah. But here's my other Mariah. She's with another Christmas queen. And oh wait, there's yet another Christmas queen. There's three Christmas queens in this bag, which Ilana, I'm sure you know this bag.
I
Because I
love
know
that.
you have it too.
I,
Yeah.
I can't
I
tell who
believe
they
you should go big. I
wait.
cannot see it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna go. Let me go solo layout for just a minute. All right, I'm gonna but you're still gonna be on the stream, so we can hear you and stuff. All right. So let me just put myself on solo layout for just a sec, so everybody can see what's going on. Maybe we don't want you to see that much. Okay, let's turn this over here. There you go. Better. Okay. Oh, so first of all, I don't know if I pointed out to you, but like you see Mariah's holding something and it's not a clutch or a bag of some sort. It's actually a miniature vinyl of her Merry Christmas.
Oh,
oh.
Yeah. Yes, she's like carrying her own record.
I,
Divas
I
love
I
divas.
bought the vinyl last year on
She
Target.
came out with new ones this year, of course, because that's how she gets to number one every year. She
But
just like
but
sells
I missed
the
buying it
million
on Victoria's Secret last year.
these days. What was that?
I missed buying last year on
Oh, her
Victoria's Secret.
lingerie stuff. She loved that because I think her dream has always been to be a Victoria's Secret angel. Because I mean, there was at one point in the '90s that she was going out and doing red carpets in what looked like lingerie.
Mm.
I mean, she was wearing like these short, like they look like mini slips, like silk nightgowns. You guys remember any of that?
I don't, but I would love to see her as an angel, at least like on special
I
show
mean,
or
she could
something.
totally still do it. Yeah, I think she could be an angel. So okay, let's get a really nice close up view of this thing here. Okay, so guess who's in there with Mariah? There
Uh,
isn't a doll of this Christmas Queen yet. She's also made two Christmas albums, I believe. She just released one this year in November. It's called Sounding Joy, and I saw her in concert this past Friday night in New York City.
oh, Leah's. Oh, that.
Lea Salonga. She is a
Yes.
for those who don't recognize the name, yeah, she's a fabulous very talented lady. Also, one of my favorite people on this planet because she's just super kind and warm and just a lovely person. But like, she's very nice to her fans too. And of course, I've been a fan of hers since forever, since I was a kid. And because she's the singing voice of Princess Jasmine in Disney's animated classic Aladdin. And she's also the singing voice of Mulan in Mulan,
But,
the animated
Oh, I didn't know
Mulan.
that.
but you have shared stage with her, right?
I did get the chance to get on a stage and sing a whole new world with her, and to everyone's shock and amazement, it actually went okay. Like I did not faint. She did say my hands were very sweaty, um, but I mean, at least she was able to laugh it off. And at the end of it, she even said that I was amazing. Yay! I
Yeah,
mean,
I remember that. I
yes,
remember you had a
because
video
I've been a
somewhere.
fan of hers since forever. So I went to see her show, and so okay, there isn't here's my pitch. Here's my elevator pitch to Barbie, the Barbie signature team, Mattel, Barbie signature. If you're listening, you need to get Mr. Carlisle Noera on this. Okay, I know you have an inspiring women series. I mean, if there's any inspiring woman who hails from the Philippine Islands, that would be Miss Lea Salonga because she is a Tony and Olivier award-winning actress and singer of the stage, and also she's been in films. She's done everything. I mean, she's made records and just broken barriers for a lot of actors, of color, especially because now they're making a whole big thing about the colorblind casting in these shows, like, oh, this character is supposed to be of this heritage, but they're being portrayed by somebody who's not of that heritage, and that's happening a lot more these days. Guess why? Because Miss Lea Salonga was so amazing that they cast her as a French woman in Les Miserables. Yeah, no, she was Eponine, and then later on in her career, she was Fantine as well. So she played two of the major roles, and she was in the dream cast of Les Mis. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I rewinded that cassette of the 10th anniversary recording of Les Miserables in concert at the Royal Albert Hall, with Miss Lea Salonga singing on my own, pretending he's beside me. All alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. I'm not in a good voice, but yeah, that's you get the idea. I mean, she's just, oh, and she's an inspiring woman for sure. I'm sure she's inspired so many young girls and boys because of her, highly decorated career in the arts, in the performing arts, and also she's just a very, level-headed and smart person, and she just, knows her stuff and is clearly very disciplined in her craft, and that's why she excels so much at it. So she's due for a Barbie. That was not an elevator pitch. That was more like I don't know. It was a lot longer. Anyway, Mattel, Barbie signature, get on this. Carlisle, what are you waiting for? You should be reaching out to Leia's people. Um, yeah, reach out to her. Um, I think I might have the email of like her management. So yeah, if the only reason that there isn't a Leia Barbie yet is that you don't have her management team's contact information, I think I may be able to help you with that, Carlisle. So make that pitch. Anyway, that's it for my inspiring woman wish of the season of the year. Um, let's put you back in here so we can see each other. All right. What about you guys? Are there any dolls that you want Barbie to make that haven't been made yet? Excuse me 1 second. I'm just gonna get up and stretch my leg because it's falling
I
asleep.
really think they would make so much money if they did collector versions of like the early 2000s Barbie movies, like
Right?
Nutcracker, Princess and the Pauper, Rapunzel, Swan Lake.
I
Like
mean, people love those things.
that's like I have so many. That is hands down. Those are hands down my favorite dolls,
Mm-hmm.
favorite Barbies, and that's something I really want.
So I guess will make sense. We were kids back then. Now
Hmm.
we're grown ups. So maybe like a collector version of those dolls.
Yeah,
Like
like you know how Disney does the really nice collector version.
Right, they have
uh
like series where they have like elevated,
Hmm.
fashion versions of the princesses and stuff.
Yeah, like this one I
So
have.
yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Like Barbie could be making it or reimagining some of the iconic dolls of that era, and they would be making money.
Like this is a Princess and the Pauper. This dress came from some other like I don't know random brand doll that I thrifted, but I think it fits her so perfectly.
It does. It does.
Yeah, but I love
Beautiful.
those Barbie movies. They're just the dolls were just so beautiful. And I wasn't even really a kid. I was a teenager when those came out, and I ate them up. Like I was
You
obsessed.
you know what? I still enjoy like watching those movies.
They're just so like for a low budget directed to video movie, they were really well done.
But you know what I love the most? Like it was so classy. Like even it was simple, like the movements and everything was at least the first ones, the Nutcracker,
These
Swan
were
Lake, like it was so classy and elegant with the ballet kind of theme.
So it's really funny, like because I'm very much into ballet, and I studied ballet very intensely when I was a teenager. Um, so fun fact, they used real ballet dancers for the Barbie movies, and the dancer they used to dance for Ken, He's one of the artistic directors at Philadelphia Ballet. So that's where I like take class and I go see that. So I saw him one day and I'm like, I gotta go say hi. And I just said hi to him, but I didn't dare bring up, I know that you were Ken for the Barbie movies.
How cool.
Yes, that's really cool. And the dancer who did the Barbie dancing, they're both New York City ballet dancers. She retired a couple years ago. And now she's like the artistic director for New Jersey Ballet. So it's just so funny. It's just interesting to be like, wow, those are like real dancers that I very much followed and I like would watch them perform. And yeah, that's really cool.
It is. You
Yeah.
know, the Barbie Nutcracker movie. It's
Mm.
one of those movies that, you know, it's my tradition. It's part of my tradition for the holidays to watch at some point. I did this year already, and the Christmas Carol also.
I love the Christmas Carol movie.
I love that one also because it's the only movie where the holiday Barbie like starred.
Yeah, with the silver dress.
Uh
Oh,
huh.
yeah. Oh, good times.
I was gonna chime in and say I just unmuted myself. I was gonna say, speaking of holiday traditions, let's talk about your holiday. Finish your thought, and I'll come back with my holiday tradition interruption.
Yeah, just I should make that a tradition to like watch the Barbie movies because I remember the dolls would come out for the holidays
Get
and
some milk.
I would
Oh, I don't. Santa doesn't like milk. Did you guys know that Santa only drinks Black Irish?
wait, it's so funny. I was talking to Noah about this. I'm like, he's like,
Oh, did you guys try the Black Irish that I brought to
we
your Halloween?
did. We put in our coffee. And also, like, I have to see if that mug is microwave safe or not because I'm a little
I
nervous.
don't think it is.
Okay. So I'm gonna put it in the microwave. But
Yeah,
Noah's like, you know why it's called Black Irish? I'm like,
because
no.
she's black and she's Irish.
I'm like, oh, I did not know that.
For those who don't know, Black Irish is Mariah Carey's product, and it is Mimi season. That's why I have my Mimi hat on right now. It still goes with the theme of a pink Christmas. Yes.
She was in Philadelphia.
Um,
I thought about going to see her.
and I don't know if you noticed, but this plate of cookies. Okay, these are real cookies that my friend Rosita baked. I was at brunch with her today, and she sent me home with some cookies. And I said, I'm sorry, but I'm so cookied out." But I said that before I tried these, and they're actually really good. I'm sorry, Santa.
What are they?
Chocolate
They're
chip.
chocolate chip and almond.
Mm.
So
They're so good.
Ilana,
The plate that I put them on. Look, look. It's a Mariah plate.
Oh
now
my!
I'm craving.
What do they not make?
Mhm.
So Ilana, do you have all the like those early Barbie movie dolls?
I do. I love. Yeah.
Mm.
I, for me, that's next. Like that's my focus this next year. Because I do like the Nutcracker, so I would like to have the whole set.
Mm-hmm.
I do love the Swan Lake. But I go crazy with Fairytopia. So
Fairytopia.
I have a
oh,
whole
yeah.
Fairytopia shelf.
You do?
Wow.
I
I
do.
need to show you my Fairytopia dolls.
And you know what? This was at my first Barbie convention. And you know how like I didn't have a grail list at the moment, but when I saw this doll, I'm like, oh, that I know is a grail. I bought, and the woman, okay, I bought it for like definitely a lot cheaper than it should have been. It is the Barbie Fairytopia that you could only get at the Broadway show.
Whoa.
Is that like a Alina doll,
It's
like
the
collectors? She's
she's
very
stunning.
she's
Like
very rare.
yeah, she's so I have her on a shelf. So I'm like room shopping and I see this doll and I literally like internally gasped because don't show your cards. And the woman said, "Oh, I didn't really know what to price her because I couldn't find her on eBay, but she's a
Yes.
yeah."
Yeah,
So
let's price her out on eBay.
that's where she comes from. So I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
wow.
she's very rare. Ugh.
He is. Not even googling it, her.
Yeah.
Like,
I
yeah,
mean, just thinking about it was on the Broadway show. I mean, she's got to be
Oh,
rare.
I didn't know there was a Broadway show.
there was a Barbie fairy.
Neither did I.
I
Oh,
remember getting the
This is
album,
new
and
to me.
the music was actually really cute and catchy, and the costumes. I regret not seeing it when
Of
it came
course. I
out. The
mean, we're
costumes,
talking Broadway here, so of course they had to level up.
yeah, the
No.
costumes were really pretty.
oh my god! I'm imagining like a Cirque du Soleil kind of show. Like,
Do you know they could put Princess and the Pauper would have been a great Broadway show.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised they did Fairytopia like because
Or,
Fairytopia after
or that one, right?
I guess the how is it called, the campaign, like, you know,
like
publicity on Fairytopia. It was huge.
it was.
It was a big thing. Yeah, it was like from tiny, very tiny scale to the Barbie scale. And if you look up like the collections,
Hmm.
there are like a whole bunch of different, waves.
Yeah, they had like like little. I have a few of them, like the tiny fairies and the mermaids that are like this big. I have like the Fairytopia playset. Um, yeah, I just that whole era was so just sparkly and pastel. Like that's what I ultimately gravitate towards. I
Yeah.
love pastel.
I need to show you my Fairytopia collection.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
So I just moved and I have a room here, which is more like pastel colors.
Mhm.
So it's full of 90s and the Fairytopia and Princess Barbies.
So do you have multiple Barbie rooms?
Well, now I'll have three.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So and the thing is that I do, not that I collect all the lines. Yes, I do like dolls. So if I like a new line, I might buy like the first wave at least.
Hmm.
Not necessarily that I'm gonna buy like the whole thing that they launch. Um, but I do have some, like, I do have Rainbow High, LOL. I do have my scene brats, like, you name it. Um, but I thought like one of the rooms were gonna have all those uh other dolls that are not Barbie,
Hmm.
but Barbie's taking over.
Yeah.
Like, she's
Collect.
saying like, no, this is my space. You go back to the closet, go
Yeah,
back to storage.
a little bit of everything, and I definitely feel I feel like I'm gonna have to like start getting rid of stuff soon because it just gets overwhelming, and then I feel like you can't really enjoy what you have.
Enjoy it.
Like I feel like there's a lot of this mentality of like, oh, what's the next thing we can get, and ooh, look at the new thing. Which okay, that's exciting, but I feel like I personally don't even spend enough time with what I already have. So that's hard, which I think is why I kind of like keep gravitating towards the early 2000s because that's really what brings me joy. Like that's what brings me back to like my why of collecting Barbie. Um yeah.
I feel like when a new brand or Mattel new dolls launch, like this, like right now, this Dream Friends, Dream Besties, something like that.
Oh, with the big heads.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah.
So those are nice lines. And I do enjoy, like, new dolls, different. But let's say I buy, using as an example, right? I buy the set and then I enjoy for now. Then later, I don't enjoy anymore. So it's like you said, I don't judge like people buying different dolls and experimenting with them. But once they don't spark joy anymore, like, it's time to let them
What do
go
you do with
to
them?
spark joy to somebody else.
Right.
Right. I mean, I've like that's kind of like how I've been with Rainbow High. Like there was a time when I was going crazy over it and just like amassed like over 100 of them very quickly.
Same.
And then, and then I was running out of space and I realized, well, why am I trying to buy every single one of them? Like I don't need all of these dolls. And And in fact, only a few of them really truly bring me joy. So here I am. I've stopped buying Rainbow High. And, for several reasons. One of them being they just kept on churning them out and it was getting to be too much. It was always like a new character, a new color. And
Hmm.
then also, have you guys noticed they got rid of a lot of the articulation?
Yeah,
The
which was
one here,
great. It made
No
you
wrist articulation, no elbow articulation,
yeah.
no ankle articulation.
I didn't know the elbow wasn't there anymore.
They just have like stiff arms now, I think.
And they're not doing LOLs, OMG anymore.
Oh, they're not?
No, like I
By the
think
way, I changed my shirt. Look at my shirt.
look at
It says
outfit.
it's Lea Salonga.
Oh, wow.
Okay, since 1971. I guess that's the year she was born.
Oh.
All right, just FYI. I got this. This was my souvenir at her concert that I went to on Friday. I also got a copy of her CD, even though I don't really play CDs anymore. I just collect them. That's weird, right?
You know, oh, sharing about Christmas
Mm-hmm.
traditions.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, no, well, 2 years ago, I started like buying um records, holiday records.
Okay.
So I had several.
It's good that you're like specifically into just holiday records.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I just buy vinyl records of artists that I like, and so therefore I have a lot of them.
No,
And I don't even get to play,
it,
records that often.
it's like collecting Barbies. Like you have to be very careful. Like
Mm-hmm.
what are you gonna collect? To focus on
You have to
that and
focus.
don't go crazy buying
Mm-hmm.
everything.
I've learned this too. I have to focus because, like, you can't just buy everything. I'm sorry. I'm just munching on Santa's cookies. I'm sorry, Santa.
He'll get the next
I got
batch.
hungry.
No, like I'm and then it's hard too, 'cause like, oh maybe I should sell it, but then like selling takes a lot of time and effort. So I'm also like maybe I should just give it away, donate. Especially like if it's not, if it's a lot of playline stuff. But then it's so weird. I go back and forth, kind of FOMO, like, oh well, I regret giving it away. But
Speaking of focus and like losing focus and like regret, my other weird thing that I bought this year that I added to my collection that I said I would never, ever, 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 ever buy. I said I have no space for these things. Okay, that American Girl Barbie.
oh, you did. Oh, just
Uh-huh.
I
Right there.
that to me is shocking that you would get an American Girl. Because that's just like so far removed from like I don't consider her to be a fashion doll. She's like, oh, she's cute.
I mean, she's a baby doll. Let's be honest.
So okay, that's why I
She's a
never
toddler
liked her
doll.
as a kid because oh my gosh, my cat is joining the stream.
Hey!
Hi.
Yeah, it's Charlie. He
I mean,
loves.
and one of her shoes came loose, so I guess I'm gonna have to set her free at some point. Not in this stream, I don't think.
Yeah, like they're supposed.
We've
They're,
been live for an hour and what is it, 8 minutes, 9 minutes? Just a little just thought I let you guys know we've been live for a little bit of time. Did you guys tell me what weird things you've added to your collection yet?
the nanny and
Oh, the nanny. Yes, 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 indeed. Those are some strange dolls. Yes. So yeah, that was my second weird thing. Was like I told everybody like I'm never getting an American Girl doll. That's just not for me. I only collect fashion dolls, and they have to be 1/6 scale fashion dolls at that.
But
Well, here I am. I ate my words.
I do like those classic dolls. They're kind of like odd, like size because they are like toddlers to me, but proportions
Mhm.
are like a little
She's a
off.
toddler.
But I do love those are the classic dolls. So
Right.
like for
A nod
Christmas,
to
I like to
the
have
debut.
one on the Christmas tree. Like
Right.
she's a gift.
She is a gift. You know that her swimsuit is covered in Swarovski crystals.
It is.
Yes.
Wait, that's how it
Um,
came.
That's I guess how they're justifying the price tag.
Oh, so it's like
Um,
more expensive than a regular American
look at
Girl
her
doll.
swimsuit. It's covered in Swarovski. And you can't really see it on the screen, I guess.
I can
Yeah,
see it.
You
Like,
kind of
yeah.
see it, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. She's a sparkly little toddler.
but that's the thing. It's like American Girls were never like there were books that came out, and the girls were
Mhm.
toddlers. They were like tween girls. So I
Right.
never.
This one's a toddler.
But the dolls look like toddlers, and the characters were not toddlers.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So odd.
So
Mhm.
I guess it's just like the Funko Pops, that's like their universe, that's like their system.
Uh huh.
So I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh, we have somebody in the live chat. Oh my gosh. I Is this somebody we know? Let's see. Barbie-tastic
Oh
World
yeah,
says, "Hello guys, greetings from Bogota,
Hello.
Colombia."
that's Alfredo. That's another friend. He
Nice. Hello, welcome,
Ilana,
welcome.
Yes.
Ilana, you need to go and follow him on Instagram.
Barbie-tastic World.
Okay.
You'll love it.
OMG, she's
He
so
also
beautiful. Are
loves
you talking
those
about
Fairytopia, and
that?
his favorite Barbie movie is Princess and the Pauper.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
So he goes all the way out.
I'll
Okay,
de-
and then Ali May, I'm sorry, Ali May
Hiya,
with
hola
just a
Ali,
peace sign.
Ali's
Peace. Hey,
friend,
what's up? Thank you for joining.
dear friend, Alisa.
Okay, I think there's other one dressed up like the Dayton Night Barbie, right? Which one would
oh,
that be?
oh,
Oh, are you
American
talking about?
Girl.
Wait, which one is that?
The other
Oh,
American.
yeah, like you were showing the dream date. I think the
Oh,
other
Dream
one
Date,
it
Dream
was
Date.
Golden
Yeah,
Dream.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, so Dream Date is over here. She's now wearing a superstar Barbie inspired ensemble that was gifted to me by Pablo at this year's Barbie convention. Speaking of Barbie convention, I'm so looking forward to 2025 because it's going to be the theme is icon. So, I mean, there's just so many iconic things that we can do that are Barbie related. Yes.
So it's kind of broad.
It's a very what's great about it is like it's broad, but at the same time it's a real theme. Like I've been to conventions where the theme is, you remember the one where it was like the seasons, like a doll for all seasons, and it was like winter, spring, summer, fall. I
Yeah.
mean, okay, I get it. It's a theme, but like it's not the most exciting theme.
Last year's theme was pretty cool.
Last year was what was last year?
The mystery.
That was this year.
Oh, this year. What? Yeah. It
We're
was
still in this year.
last year.
It feels like last year. I know it feels like it's been forever.
I
Yeah.
I'm
know.
still
Last year.
posting my convention vlogs
The year
because I'm so
before.
behind on editing all of them.
The year before was the 1920s, the decade of decadence,
Right, decade of what is it?
or decade of destiny.
Decade of Destiny. That was the theme for the Chicago convention in 22, which reminds me, Ilana, you were on my table that year, or
That was my first convention. Yes.
you were? So both of you have sat at my table. This year, Pablo sat with me at my table. We were table 50, right? We were 50 Dreamhouse Drive.
Hmm.
Um, and in 2022, do you remember Renee Rosen, Miss
Yeah.
Ilana?
I've been seeing her book.
She sat down with us um at our table, and she said, "I don't collect Barbie. I don't collect dolls. I haven't touched a doll in decades." And then I handed her, I gave everybody a Barbie, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And she said before I gave her that doll, she hadn't touched a doll in decades. And now she's, out promoting her book. She was at the convention not because she was a collector, but because she was doing research for her
Mm-hmm.
book, which is coming out in January of 2025. I believe the release date is January 21st. But I have my copy of it.
Oh, you already got it?
I No, this is an advanced copy because Renee and I are doing an event in 2025 at close to the top of 2025.
Oh, are you? Oh,
Um,
so the book thing. You're doing that
yeah,
with.
she's like touring, promoting her book, and we're doing an event in Brooklyn, New York.
Nice.
So, Alana, I know you're not that far away. Maybe you can join us
I'm gonna
because
try.
we'd love to have like a nice, lively discussion about the book and about, just Barbie. We want to just have, people come and just celebrate all things Barbie with us that evening. Especially this book, which is a historical fiction. Okay, it's a novel written by Renee, and it's called Let's Call Her Barbie. And the central character of this novel, I believe, is Ruth Handler, whom some of you may remember from the Barbie movie. She was portrayed by Rhea Perlman, right? The actress
Mhm.
Rhea Perlman, and she was the inventor of Barbie. Those of us who know Barbie lore know that some people would say she didn't quite invent Barbie, but anyway, that's a story for another time, yes, or maybe at the book thing you can ask about it. Like, yes, she did, I believe, come up with the idea that there is this need in the toy market for, a doll that's, not a baby doll, but rather somebody stylish and something that young girls could aspire towards, right? Instead of having to care for.
Hmm.
So she saw this because she said, I remember reading something about Ruth Handler saying that she had noticed that her daughter Barbie was playing with paper dolls by the time she hit a certain age. And basically she was just ignoring her baby dolls and she was playing with paper dolls, dressing them up and imagining them in all these scenarios. And she thought, why isn't there a 3D version of this? Right. So, and that's how eventually we came to have Barbie. But we know that Barbie has a striking resemblance to another doll from Germany, a novelty gift that was being given as a gag gift to adult males. So anyway, that would be a Miss Build Lily. Yes, there was a publication, a newspaper called Build, and there was a cartoon, and there was a character called Lily, and she was a very worldly woman. Let's just say. And that's it. She just looks very, very much like the Barbie that came out in 1959. Is all I'm gonna say.
Hmm.
Sorry, I went on like a whole long tangent there.
Ton, 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 ton.
But yeah, right. Let's call her Barbie. February 3rd. I'm gonna be in Brooklyn, New York at Cebu Bar and Bistro. Okay, it's a bar and a bistro. You can have a nice drink. It's a ticketed event. I believe tickets are $55, and that gets you. There's going to be light appetizers. That's included in your ticket entrance fee, whatever you want to call it. You can pre-order your tickets already. They're being sold by the bookmark. I think it's the bookmark shop. I have the link on my Instagram. Um, and I'll put it on my link tree tonight as well so that people can always access it up until the day of the event. But this is very new. I'm going to be reading this book, okay, like tonight. I think I will open it up and start reading it. um but what's really cool is that somewhere in the back of this book I'm actually mentioned.
Oh, awesome.
There's Renee made like a short list of she calls us Barbie influencers on social media. So I guess it's official now. I can call myself an influencer because it's published. This is a published fact.
Hmm.
I don't have nearly as much of a following as people like say Azusa Barbie, right? Who's also on the list, and Dolls on the Brain, Matthew Keith, right? But I mean, Renee is the sweetest, and I really am grateful for her including me in her list, and also for getting me involved in her event on February 3rd. So, I was gonna say it includes light appetizers and a paperback copy of Let's Call Her Barbie, which of course at the event you can get Renee to sign it for you and personalize it, right? Uh, and and then she'll be there answering all your questions. and I'll be there as well. And if there are any questions that Renee will defer to me for, of course, I'd be happy to help out. Because I guess I'm there as like some sort of Barbie expert, I suppose. But if you're gonna be there, Ilana, it'll be fun. We can
Yeah.
we can all just chit chat and talk dolls all night.
Now what I'll do.
Not what you're doing.
No, not what I do. Not
Oh,
what I'm
this is
gonna
what you
do.
do. What do you do? I mean, I know you make your fabulous dioramas and you just like make the most wonderful custom things. So yeah, maybe chatting with random people about Barbie is not up your alley, I guess. I talk about Barbie way too much. Like I'd be on a bus and people would be talking to me about something, and if somehow that conversation turns to Barbie. I don't know
And
why.
it's good. That happens.
It happens to you too.
Hmm.
Okay, so I've shared what I'm looking forward to in 2025. Okay, is this event February 3rd? I believe that is a Monday evening, which I understand it's hard for people to go out on a Monday night. However, it starts at 7 p.m. So it's an early event, and I don't think it's gonna go that late. So don't worry, you'll be able to get to work the next day, and you will have a copy, and Renee will even sign it for you, I believe. And you're gonna have all your burning questions answered by Renee about the book, about the writing process, about the publishing process, and her promo tour and everything that's involved in getting your novel out into the world. And also, of course, the meat of the book. We'll be talking about all the juicy stories that are in this novel, and how much of it is fact and how much of it is fiction. Yes, because this is a historical fiction, so she had to do research. That's why she was at the convention.
So Ilana was sitting with you that
Yes, she
year.
was at our
Mhm.
table. Renee, Ilana, I believe it was Sarah. Remember Sarah from
Oh,
California?
yeah.
Sarah, who's a lamb like me. I mean, she's probably also celebrating Mimi season, right?
So Ilana might be around there somewhere.
Right. Oh, you mean in the book?
Uh huh.
Unfortunately it's a short list. I don't think she included. There were a lot of people, like, for example, I don't think like Barbie Nation is such a huge Barbie influencer, and I don't think he's even on this list. But I don't think it's so much of like who's has a following or whatever. Um, these are just the people that I guess have sort of been material to Renee's quest to understand Barbie and her history. And I guess because I was her table host, she included me, because she tells me to this day, until I gave her that Barbie at the table, she hadn't held one in a long time.
Wow.
Yep.
It's like
So
I can't.
that's why I'm even mentioned in the book at all. I don't think it's because I'm an actual, like, a major influencer of any sort. um oh wait, we're getting comments. Wait, what was the last comment that so okay, Barbie Tastic World says, nice to meet you guys. I mean the new American Girl doll. Oh, okay. Did she he said it was beautiful, right?
Oh,
Sorry about
oh,
my English. No, please don't apologize. I'm sorry about my non-existent Spanish, right? I mean, no need to apologize about, like,
oh, Jairo.
Jairo. Good night, says Jairo. And Las Muñecas de
That's
Nelly.
Nelly.
These are all
So,
your friends,
so
Pablo.
Jared, you went international. I see Mexico. I
Yeah,
see El Salvador,
right.
Costa Rica, Dominican Republic.
Wonderful. Hello.
Yeah.
I leave my greetings to Pablo and you. It is a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Thank you so much. And yeah, it's very nice to meet all of you from around the world, as Pablo's saying.
Nelly is a huge fan of Fashion Fever Barbie, so she have a great Fashion Fever collection, as well as Barbie
Nice.
Dastic. He also does.
I
Those
have
are
a few
cool.
Fashion Fever dolls. Those are really cool the way they were packaged in those cylinders, right?
Yeah, but that was a very special era.
Yeah, I
You know
mean they
what?
don't make dolls like that anymore.
Those fashions, and
I
that's
mean
some,
they do, but at higher price points.
but you know what? It's interesting because over the years, the fashions they would put Barbie in were actually reflective of the fashions people wear. And I feel like nowadays, Barbie, at least like the Playline stuff, it doesn't reflect fashion that people actually wear.
Yeah,
Like it's
you're
not
right. I
time cap.
mean nowadays it's like you'll see the t-shirt dresses. Like who even walks around in a t-shirt dress?
Right. Like the fashion fever is very much a time capsule of early 2000s fashion.
Right. I mean, there was a time when that was what Barbie was about. She captured the zeitgeist. She
Mm-hmm.
captured the spirit of the times. And like she
Yeah.
was, whatever was being actually worn by people in that era is what Barbie wore. And I feel like you're right. That's not so much the case anymore. They'll put her in some cute dress that's easy to make.
Yeah, like I think what the Barbie style, I think those are
At
probably
least in the low price points is what we're talking about, right? The
yeah,
Playline. Because
yeah.
these were Playline dolls, like
Hmm.
Fashion Fever. These were Playline dolls, and
And
they
they were
were great.
I think Fashion Fever was like maybe $15.
Yeah,
I think they were cheap back then.
yeah.
So, fun fact. Now that I had the chance to reset my doll room, I always, uh, one of my favorite things about my collection is like being able to set up like a timeline.
Hmm.
So obviously, I've been collecting for a long time now, and I have a whole bunch of dolls. Like but my rule was this time I want to do a timeline with Barbie dolls with their original outfits or a um or a doll like showcasing like a fashion pack about
Mm-hmm.
that era. So that was my rule, right? So I started late 70s, like that Barbie core look that we know and love, that
Hmm.
kinky look. So it started late 70s all the way to now, the current Barbie
Hmm.
doll. But it was so difficult to do with the current Barbie because I dress them with all the clothes that are not the original ones. So
Hmm.
I stopped, keeping my Barbie dolls with their original outfits around 2016 or even earlier.
Wow.
So even before, like I think around 2009, like after that era with 50th anniversary, I'm talking about Playline. They
Yeah.
have all the clothes that are not their original.
I'm gonna like move over here because my legs are falling asleep again. But go ahead.
So that was something that I realized recently.
Yeah, I've been redressing a lot of my any new dolls that I get. Like I would
And also
redress.
the body. Also, swapping the body.
There are so many like body types now, right?
Hmm.
Used to be that they could all like exchange outfits. Not so much anymore.
Yeah, the curvy body is particularly difficult to dress well. Like, I mean,
Hmm.
I think you have to resort to Etsy and getting those
Right?
like small,
If you want
small,
something really nice for your curvy Barbie,
right? Yeah.
My main issue with the curvy ones, and I mean the tall ones too, is that the shoes
Yes.
are not as stylish as the regular shoes.
No, I kind of wish they just kept, I don't know why they just didn't keep the same foot size because you can be curvy and still have a
right?
foot shape of a non-curvy person.
Hmm.
Right. Oh, that's the other thing is the shoes. They can't even trade shoes so much because, like, yeah, the curvy and the tall have like these big feet,
Hmm.
Yeah.
So anyway, when they make, I'm saying not if, but when they make that Lea Salonga Barbie, um, I imagine she would be on, I guess, a petite body because Miss Lea Salonga is kind of petite. Um, and but like the face sculpt of this Leah Kayla doll, right? That face sculpt that they call Leah Kayla
Oh, I love that one.
is already close enough to her face because like they almost have the same nose actually.
Yeah, I
Like I
have.
wonder if she was in fact the inspiration behind Leia.
Ooh.
I mean, but that came out in the 80s, so that wouldn't make the timeline wouldn't make sense, right? The Leia sculpt is an 80s sculpt, I believe.
Oh, it came out that
No,
long ago.
the Kira is
Oh,
Kira.
older.
Kira. Okay, so
So
then,
Leah is
then
more
this Leia
modern.
sculpt might be a newer one, and it could in fact be inspired by her. I mean, she really made international news by winning all the awards that season when she debuted on the West End and then on Broadway, and she just swept all the awards.
Is
The
this the face?
Tony, the Olivier. She just won
Freddy,
everything.
you see Rio de Janeiro, Barbie?
Yep. That's Leah.
This one? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
So
that is
pretty.
Leah. I mean, I have another Leah here. She's from that Barbie Basics line. She was one of the swimsuit dolls, but I put her on a made to move because I like my made to move because they're very posable. Here
Yeah.
she is, and I changed her outfit. Just like we were talking about
So
how
which
like
one did you use for her?
what? I'm sorry, who was her body donor?
Or what's the face? Like who is
Oh,
she?
here.
Oh, one of the basics on bait
This is
suit.
one of the swimsuit basics
Okay.
collection. What was it? 2.5 or 3 or this whatever the resort collection was.
Nice. She's pretty.
She is
Yeah.
pretty, and I think she has the same nose as Ms. Leia Salonga. I don't know that Leia's lips are quite as full. However, this is a start. Whoever's sculpting faces, they have so many great celebrity sculpts now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's easier with the technology, 3D printing. I'm sure there are components now. They can just 3D print prototypes and see what works. It's not as expensive as it used to be to create a whole new face sculpt for Barbie. And that's why we're seeing so many of these great new sculpts. Right? I mean, where's that CD of hers? Let me just grab it. I'll be right back. And then I think we're gonna have to wrap up. So if you want to like talk about something you want to promote for 2025 and stuff, go ahead. I'm just gonna grab Leia's CD to show everybody, and I'll be right back. And then we'll wrap this up.
Any goal for 2025, Ilana?
Ah, yeah,
So
that's a good one. All right, BRB.
let's see. I feel like this was a similar goal for last year, but like I don't know, be very intentional and organized with my things at my Barbie room. Um yeah, I think I was pretty good about that this year, but I also want to get better at it. And I think it kind of goes back to the whole like be more intentional about what you accumulate. And I like the idea of like realizing if something doesn't bring joy anymore and it's okay to let it go. And like that fear of like, what if I regret about giving it away? It's like, but I think there's also a feeling of if you wanted to give it away at all in the first place, then you didn't, weren't really set on keeping it. So being intentional about my collection, I'm on Instagram, but I don't post as much as I would maybe like to, but I'm also very busy in real life. So I think it's okay to not be as present online because there's a whole life to live. And
Mm-hmm.
just kind of offering grace with that. So yeah, just, you know, being as present with Barbieverse as much as I want to be and not feeling like compelled from outside forces.
Cool. Yeah,
Sounds
I mean,
good.
that's a great
Sounds like a plan.
kind of resolution. Are you seeing this? I mean, they have the same nose, don't they?
Mm.
I mean, yeah. This could almost be her. Almost.
Mm-hmm.
Give her a pixie cut, and
Yeah, I mean, I
you
feel.
know what would be great is if I mean all those inspiring woman dolls, they come with like little props and stuff, right?
Hmm.
So what if like Leia Salonga Barbie doll came with like some of her stage costumes from her most iconic roles,
You know
right?
how you know how people sing like Disney songs or used to
Right,
back
right,
in the
right.
90s, like holding a figurine of the character and
Ah,
singing.
I mean, come on. She was Princess Jasmine and she was Mulan. Like that song, it still resonates with me and it still touches me. Reflection. You guys know that song,
Of
Reflection?
course,
Huh?
of course.
Mhm,
Of course, everybody knows that the Disney classics. I mean, that was, that those were classics. Like they were hand-drawn animation, right?
Oh, the
Nothing
Disney.
was like not
Yes.
I wouldn't say nothing. I think by the time Mulan came out, they were already doing some of the stuff on computers, but still,
Hmm.
like these were mostly hand-drawn animations. Especially Aladdin was, I think, very traditional, hand-drawn.
mhm,
And like, she sings that beautiful song with her like crystal clear, amazing, like just the most gorgeous voice, right?
mhm.
And how could that not like give you the goosebumps? Okay. She did a medley at her concert and she sang like her greatest hits with, everything from like Miss Saigon to Les Miserables to like, you know, Aladdin and like Mulan and just everything that she's known for. She just did that in one medley because it was a holiday show. And this is her Christmas CD, Sounding Joy. And yeah, it's Sounding Joy, the holiday album. Okay, and in this record, she does a cover of Guess What? All I Want for Christmas Is You. However, in true Lea Salonga style, it is not the peppy arrangement of the song. I think she gets to the heart of the song because it's truly a sad song. If you like look at the lyrics, it's one of the saddest songs. Think about it. It's the sad, sad song, and she sings it as a ballad, and it's arranged to sound, just like the saddest song ever. It's so sad. It's like, look, I'm tearing up just thinking about it. It's so
I'm
sad.
gonna check it out.
You have to listen to this. It's on all the streaming services, so you should be able to find this. It's Sounding Joy. Also, my favorite record on this is not even All I Want for Christmas. Christmas Is You, which is beautiful, and of course it's written by Mariah, and this is Mariah season. So thank you, Leia, for doing that nice little tribute. Um, from one Christmas queen to another, yeah. But like she also sang, she did a duet with Clay Aiken.
Oh my God, I was obsessed with him.
You were
He
obsessed
was
with
on
Clay
there
Aiken. I
as well.
saw Clay Aiken. Clay Aiken was at her show on Friday.
Oh my God.
They did this duet of it's a mashup of like Angels We Have Heard on High and a song called Glory Be. And it's beautiful. I mean, he can still go for those notes, Ilana. He's got some high notes on him, that one.
Yeah.
And they sang beautifully together, and it's such a beautiful arrangement. It's such a nice mashup, and it's on the CD. You have to hear this. Like, listen to this one. If you're gonna listen to one song on this record, okay, two songs on this record. Listen to "All I Want for Christmas Is You," so Mariah gets her pennies, and then also because every time anybody streams any version of that song, she's gonna get paid, and that's why she's always so joyous during this time of year, and she, defrosts, as they say.
Oh, jeez.
But like, yeah, Angels We Have Heard and Glory Be duet with Clay Aiken. What a wonderful recording. Y'all gotta hear this. If you want to get in the festive spirit, in the true spirit of Christmas, Christmas is, about you know who, not Mariah. Christmas is about Christ. And so of course, there has
Mhm.
to be like faith-based songs on any true Christmas record, yes. So that's yeah, this is that's a beautiful song. Whether or not you believe any of that stuff, right? Whether or not you're religious or spiritual or whatever you consider yourself, It's a beautiful song.
I'll check
That's
this
it.
out. I
All of
have
the song. I
lots
ran
and
out
lot
of
of
words.
homework.
Huh?
I got a lot of homeworks to check that the
Yeah, you have
CD.
some homework to
You
check
said
out.
All I Want for
Um,
Christmas and Angels. What?
Angels we have heard on high. So yeah, so just it's the last track on the record. It is let's see how many tracks. There's 12 tracks on this record on this CD, and it's the last track. She closes with it, and it's a very strong closing. You know, with when you put out a nice album, you always start out with like your strongest single, but or you end with your strongest performance. And I think, I mean, she starts this CD, this record with Christmas Time Is Here, and then it's a medley with like the most wonderful time of the year. And the whole thing is beautiful. This is a great record. I mean, you give the whole thing a listen if you have time, but if you don't have time to listen to the whole thing in one sitting, I would say skip all the way to the last track, or like, or at least give All I Want for Christmas Is You a listen, because the way she sings it, it's heart wrenching.
Oh well.
Um. Oh, one last thing before we part ways. What's the latest addition to your collection?
Um, hmm, well, I just got this at Target today. I don't know.
What is that?
Little Santa.
Oh,
Oh, the
it's a
holiday.
holiday doll.
I
Oh,
don't know.
she came back.
Hold on. I don't know what her face is, but like,
Oh
what is
yeah,
she?
I don't recognize this sculpt.
She's cute.
Isn't she? Mm,
She looks like it could have been a sculpt of like one of Barbie's sisters or something at some
I'm
point.
thinking like she kind of looks like a skipper, but like more
Right.
mature,
Like
like
a
a
teen
teen skipper.
skipper, like a
mhm.
Yeah,
teen skipper of some sort.
I liked her
Yeah,
dress.
she looks like a teen skipper.
Yeah, and I like how she
But
has
also, she's open mouth. I don't remember Skipper ever being open mouth.
Yeah,
yeah.
Teen Keeper was open mouth.
Oh, was she?
Mm-hmm.
You know
Hmm.
what? I wonder if she's teen skipper.
I wonder if she is teen skipper.
Mm.
We should look into this.
Yeah, but she's pretty.
We need to
So,
investigate. Oh, we got some comments. We got some comments. Pablo, what did you add to your collection recently?
so for me, it was Holiday Angel, Bob Mackie Holiday Angel.
Oh, she's cool.
Uh,
Oh, um, Bob Mackie Holiday Angel. Oh my God, that's a beautiful. The new one. You added the new one.
uh-huh.
I don't have that yet. I have the first two. They're gorgeous.
So I bought only the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Then you made me fall in love with the second one.
Mm-hmm.
It's your fault.
I'm
And
so
then the
sorry.
third one,
Sorry, not
which is
sorry.
for me very, the third one is very special because
Yeah,
for me,
like
like my
redhead. Yeah?
all-time favorite 90s holiday Barbie that I remember from my childhood, it's this
Mm-hmm.
one.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
So being this one like the holiday Barbie doll for me,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like that third one, it's same colors. So it was an instant
Ah,
like flashback,
my
you
gosh.
know.
And she's gorgeous. Of course. Wow. Oh, stunning. I need to have her. I don't have her yet. Wow. I mean, she would, complete my collection so far of the Holiday Angels.
I think that's the last one he's doing.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Yes,
well,
it
good,
is.
because I don't want to spend any more money on Holiday Angels. I mean, I would love to if they make some really, really beautiful ones. They're all
Look,
beautiful.
look at her
But,
face.
sometimes they'll do a series, and it's good that they like end it on a high note.
Right. I only have the first one with the gold.
The gold, that's lovely, and
Yeah.
They
then she's fun to redress. Yeah,
but
Yeah.
they look so good together.
they do look good together.
Oh yes.
The trio.
I do have the
Uh,
three of them here.
my gosh, how beautiful! How beautiful is she? That first one, the gold. Oh my gosh, wow,
It is.
stunning. I love their wings. I love that they're like the hard plastic ones with. They look like stained glass windows almost,
Mhm.
right?
Yes. The
So it's
halo.
very evocative of like church, and it's such a beautiful stylistic choice. Whoever came up with that one, good job. Um, I want to show you guys the latest addition to my collection. You probably could guess the minute I say what it's about. This one was designed by none other than Mr. Carlisle Nuera.
Oh, style.
Oh, made by
The doll that
design
everyone's already
by
seen because like
designer.
so many people posted about it when it came out, right? I feel like I'm the last person. I mean, that's why I'm like, why am I even called a Barbie influencer? I'm like not influencing anybody because I'm not posting anything like anything new anyway. But like here, she's over here. She is the styled by what is the series called? It's like
Styled
styled
by.
by design or does yeah, styled by design is the series, yeah. And so she's representing the Philippines. So she's a very high fashion interpretation of some, traditional garments worn in the Philippines. Specifically, this skirt thing that she's wearing is inspired by a traditional garment worn in the southern Philippines, where there's a considerable Muslim population. This is called a malong, this like skirt like thing. And guess what? Guess who has a malong?
You.
Me. I have a malong because I lived in the southern part of the Philippines for 2 years, and my mother loves clothes and loves dressing up. I wonder where I got that from. So of course my mother had a malong, and I asked for it. I said I want that malong. Because it's not just the women who would wear this type of garment. It's the men would also wear it. Let me grab my malong because I didn't remember to put it out. I'll be right back. You guys can just say your whatever you want to say before we end the stream. And oh, and also Barbie Tastic World is asking, what's your username on IG? On Instagram, I'm Life in Plastic Blog.
And you, Lana, on Instagram.
Oh, magically delicious.
And you
And
still have the same icon, like the profile picture. It was like cartoony you, right?
yeah, the cartoon. I'm holding like the little box purse. Yeah, and what's your Pablo's Cave of Wonders, right?
Pablo's Cave of Wonders. Yes, it is a cartoony version of me, like
Yeah,
some
because
pounds
Jared had that made,
before.
right?
I'm sorry.
Jared had the cartoon made for you.
No, oh no, that's a different one.
Okay.
I do have. This was from a Thales. He's from Brazil. He
Okay.
made me my logo with a picture that I had um of mine, of course, and he used some art from Aladdin.
Mm-hmm.
So my logo is Aladdin, Jasmine, and I'm like in the middle.
Oh.
It has been I started like very strong with Disney, but when Disney closed the Disney stores,
Mm-hmm.
like I was heartbroken. So
Do you
I
collect do you collect the Disney dolls?
I did. It was Disney is my second biggest collection.
Mm-hmm.
Barbie still the biggest, but I was heavy, very hardcore on Disney when I moved here five years ago. But after closing the stores, like I was heartbroken, and it was like
Mm-hmm.
no.
Yeah, I'm still shocked that they closed the Disney stores because I feel like people are always buying Disney things. Like it hasn't ever gone out of style or kids still love it.
For me, it was like the experience, go on visiting,
Mm-hmm.
especially with my husband, going
Let's have fun.
shopping. We stop by, we might buy stuff that we didn't know we wanted or needed, so it's just a experience of
Yeah.
being there, and it is what it is. I haven't bought a thing online. I don't enjoy it.
So guys, I'm back with my malong. You want to see this? So
We're ready.
where do I even wear this thing? Okay, this is a malong. I believe this is a malong. So what it is it's just this fabric, right? That's it's like a tube, like a giant. If you can picture it, it's a giant
Mhm.
tube. Okay, because it's there's one opening on one end, and then it's the same width on the other end. Like my whole arm can go through. See that?
Mhm.
And oh my, I got caught in my earring. That's not good. My okay, there you go. And then so where do I even wear this thing? I mean, since I'm not in the south of the Philippines, can you picture where I might wear this thing? I would wear it when I'm like at the beach, and as a cover up. So
Mhm.
the way that you would put this on is you just step into it, right? You step into it. So I'm gonna step into it, and so I'm inside the giant loop, right? And I'm pulling the ends, as you can see. Okay, and then so picture me on the beach wearing my swimsuit, and let's say I just want to cover up for a little bit. I just go like this, and then I just fold this down. So it's kind of like a wrap skirt,
Okay.
and you just like roll it over. I think
Oh, nice.
I'm not doing it the best job of like rolling it right now, but like okay, this is how we would wear it. Like you just wear it as a cover up. All right. So there you go, Mr. Carlisle. If you're watching this, I have a malong, and I've had this for a very long time. So it's amazing to me that there's this doll now, okay, and she's wearing a malong because I lived in Zamboanga City for 2 years when I was 6 and 7 years old, and this is traditional Philippine garment. This malong, I believe, is this is hand dyed. Okay, it's a process. I think they call this the fabric or the print. They call it batik. Have you heard of batik? It's a hand dyed fabric. It's very breathable. It's very you know, but the print is it goes through the other side because that's just how it is. It's an actual it's a dyed fabric. It is not um it's not printed or whatever, right? So this fabric was dyed with this pattern, and that's why you could see it even if it were inverted. It's the same pattern. Pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so she's wearing, a stylized version of this. Of course, it's embroidered in gold, right? And I see the sun from the Philippine flag is her headdress. Okay, and she has like these crazy butterfly sleeves, which again, that's a very high fashion take on the Philippine national dress called the terno. And it's just she's so high fashion, and the jewelry, of course, is this is all traditional jewelry. So Carlisle, kudos to you for giving us this amazing representation of Philippine fashion. It's so on point. It's very high fashion, and yet it gives all the nods to the traditions and the garments that were actually worn in the Philippines. So amazing job. And this sculpt, you guys, she's so pretty, right? This is a new sculpt, I believe. What do they call this one? Taya or something. I mean, in the Philippines, there's a word called taya, which is when you're playing a game. The taya is the it. Like if you're playing tag, the taya is the it. So I guess she's like the it girl, is what he's trying to say. Maybe, I don't
Mhm.
know, or could it be just pure coincidence that's
Is,
the name of the
is
sculpt?
she articulated?
It looks like she has articulation at the elbows, and I believe her wrists are articulated as well. So you can like give her all these whoops. You can give her all these like beautiful poses, with her hands.
I love that handpiece.
Because the hand jewelry is like incredible. Look at this.
Mhm.
I mean, look at this.
Are you gonna take?
Okay, and then I believe she's got knee articulation. She's not made to move, but she's articulated.
But she might be like the curvy collector's body.
Excuse me. Yes, I believe. Yeah,
I do like that body.
it's a very nice. It's a
And
lovely.
usually for those kind of dolls, they have nice shoes.
She has, look at her shoes. She's on platforms, of course. Carlisle loves his platforms. As you know, Carlisle is a fan of platform shoes. So she has platform shoes with gold ribbon. Amazing. And what is on, there's some kind of, I'm seeing, I need to get a closer look. I need to let her out of the box at some point. I'm not going to do it on this stream because guess what, guys? We're coming up on 2 hours live. I said we were going to be live for an hour. It's like double that now. But there's some kind of pattern in the mold of her platforms. I don't know. I can't tell what it is, but I'm gonna look at it closely when she gets out of her box. Okay, and she also has the traditional tattoos, by the way. She has a tattoo sleeves. She has tattoo sleeves. Okay, two arms. These are I think the tattoos in Philippine culture. It's a specific technique. It looks like they literally like nailed something on you. And
Oh.
it looks painful the way that they do it, but these tattoos all mean something. They have a significance, and I think it points to like your role in society. Like warriors would have a specific kind of tattoos, and then I guess there would be the healers would have a specific set of tattoos, etc., etc. So whatever your role was, like your traditional tattoos reflected that. And so she has the tattoo sleeves as well, which is, again, wow, Carlisle. The research. So yeah, I'm very excited to have her. As a Filipino and seeing all of this representation, I feel very blessed to be a collector and just someone of Philippine heritage, being able to say, hey, we have somebody representing us on the Barbie design team. Like, how cool is that?
Do we know who's next?
I have no idea. See, this is the thing is I'm very out of the loop when it comes to dolls right now. Like I just if I happen to catch an email or something, then I might be tempted to buy something.
They're
I'm
coming out
probably
with
better off
Aaliyah.
not knowing.
The
Because I have
next,
way too many dolls already.
yeah, they're coming out with the Aaliyah Barbie, the singer.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Aaliyah. Oh, ooh, that might be a must have for me.
Yeah, she looks really pretty.
I
And she
mean,
looks like
Aaliyah
her.
herself.
She really looks like her.
Yeah,
Is that a
Aaliyah
new
was a
face
lovely
mode?
woman. It's so tragic the way that she passed. Right, she died in a plane crash.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it when I read the newspaper that
She was
morning.
so young and she was very promising. Her career was just taking off and everybody loved her. And then suddenly she was just gone, which just goes to show you just never know, right?
Hmm.
Life can be very short.
She was only
She said
23,
yes.
right?
Pardon?
21, 23, no more
Oh,
than
yeah.
that.
She was like in her early 20s for sure. I don't remember exactly how old she was, but she was very young.
Mhm.
Like I remember seeing her music videos and stuff and how beautiful she was, and her voice was lovely. And she was in that movie.
Vampire kind of thing.
She
Yeah.
was the Queen of the Damned, which, by the way, I read all those novels because I was like when I was a kid, I was like very into vampires and witches and stuff. And that's like all that Anne Rice writes about is vampires, witches, and like all these like supernatural beings and stuff. And so I read all these Anne Rice novels, including The Queen of the Damned, which was not a bad story, but like the movie was. I have no words for how disappointed I was when I saw that movie, because I had read the book and I was like, this is not even, wow. It's like you can't even really compare. Like they just like completely butchered the story in the movie.
It's like you always they always open with this
Because I guess
clarification that this
movies are
is
so
an
popular.
adaptation of the original
Right,
story written by.
right. Based on a novel by Anne Rice. Well, yeah, it's very loosely based on a novel by Anne Rice, because guess what? This is not what I read in the book. Like,
Is
yeah.
that part of the um from this writer from the Interview with the Vampire? Is it related
That's
or?
yes, it's part of that series of novels. Interview with the Vampire, I believe, might have been the first.
Okay.
and then she wrote like prequels. Like Queen of the Damned is well, no, it's both a prequel and a sequel to Interview with the Vampire because it's set in a time period um that everything happens after the events of Interview with the Vampire, but also there's parts of the story that go way back because Aaliyah's character was like an Egyptian queen who was the first vampire in the world.
Mm.
And so
Uh,
she's a very ancient vampire and very, very, very powerful. And I don't think they really conveyed that enough in the movie. Like she's supposed to be like just this like magnificent creature with like incredible power beyond belief. And like, okay, in the movie she's like, yeah, they're flying and all that, but like I'm not really sure I'm buying all this. They didn't really explain like why she was the way that she was, you know. Yeah.
now I'm curious. Might go and watch it.
Don't watch the movie, just read the book.
No.
Or if you don't want to read the book, read the cliff notes because I think even the cliff notes would be better than that movie.
Mm. Well, but I need both of them because then I won't have nothing to compare with.
Yeah, you need to do both. If you have the time and the inclination, definitely read the book and then watch the movie and see how disappointed you're gonna be in the movie. I'm sorry, Aaliyah is beautiful and she was the vampire queen in that movie. But like, girl, I mean, the acting was so wooden for everybody, not even just her. And she has at least an excuse. She was very young, and this was not really her thing. Her thing was music, you know. Um, but anyway,
So,
and she may have turned out to be a better actress. It's just that script was just and like whoever wrote that movie or adapted it, if we can even say that. I don't know, I'm sorry, but I'm so sorry if you're watching if you just happen to be watching this and you're the guilty party. I just did not enjoy that movie at all.
Jared, how do you show on Instagram? I think you're the only one that is missing for Arbitastic.
Okay, how do I show what?
Instagram, what's your
Oh
username?
yeah, I think I did mention, but let me
Oh,
say it
you
again.
did?
So my Instagram handle is Life in Plastic Blog. It's one word. And I believe there should be a link to my Instagram and my other socials
Alright.
um on this channel. Like if you just browse the channel, if you click on like the icon that has my the cartoon of me and stuff, you'll find all the socials there. And I have to try to remember to like post all the links, the tickets for the event in February with Renee, and also this live stream. I don't know if it's on my link tree yet, but it should be. So yeah, final words, and then let's wrap this up because yeah, we've passed the 2 hour mark just 3 minutes ago. Yikes.
I just wish you guys happy holiday,
Woo!
to have fun, to get
Peter snubbing.
lots and lot of gifts, and be for you both to be able to share with your loved ones. I think that's the most important part.
That's what
Um,
Christmas is about,
and
right?
that's as simple as it is.
That's a beautiful wish. Thank you, Pablo. Um, Ilana, what do you have? Final words, parting words.
That was very well said, Pablo. Same. I really hope everybody has really enjoyed this time of the year, and um, you have something you're looking forward to in the new year. Um, and I always think, whether it's a new year or not, there's always chances for, you know, start something new or find new ways of doing things or, making changes if you feel like they're necessary.
Yes. I mean, the top of the year is a good time to make some big changes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why people love to make their resolutions at the top of the year because it's a good time to it's a good excuse to make some big changes.
Saying that, I love the line from Mariah when she was questioned or asked, like,
Mhm.
if she, trying to compare her with Whitney Houston. and she said like why she compare herself with somebody else, like she could only be the best version of herself.
That's beautiful. Yes,
Mm.
Mariah says such things. Sometimes she comes up with like these wonderful lines that like ring so true, you know? She's a wise woman, that one. I mean, she wouldn't be where she is now if she were not so smart. Like people think that she's an airhead because the whole diva thing, but honestly, she's probably one of the most intelligent women because yeah, she's got a good head on her shoulders. She just like loves to, have fun and make jokes about like the whole diva thing.
Hmm. Yeah.
And that's all. She has a great sense of humor, which is another thing I love about her. So yeah, it's Mariah season. Let's all festivate responsibly. Okay, don't forget this. I don't know if it's still. I think it's not going to be around much longer. But there's a pop up bar. Mariah's pop up bar is in New York City right now. I haven't even gone yet. This is how busy I've been. Can you believe it? I've not been to Mariah's pop up bar.
I'm
There's
shocked you
also a Barbie
time.
stream house right now in Soho, which I want to go to. Ilana, should we like maybe plan a trip there or something? Let's talk about this later. And then yeah, get yourself some Black Irish, festivate responsibly, and I wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, Mariah season, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all the holidays, and a festive new year and a healthy new year. Is I think the health is really the most important thing, and we should all take care of ourselves and take care of each other, and so that we can have that, we can be all be in good health in the coming year, because there are many adventures down the road, y'all. So with that said, thank you, Ilana, thank you, Pablo. It's been such a pleasure chatting with you, and thank you for staying for the whole thing. I mean, 2 hours. Gosh, you guys, you are such troopers. I really love you and appreciate you for that. And thank you to everybody who came in and said hi and are still here with us. Remy Dahl says, Feliz Navidad.
Oh,
Indeed.
that's Rene and Miguel.
Yes. Renee and Miguel. Hi, Renee and Miguel. Feliz Navidad. Merry Christmas. Merry Mariah season. All of the things. Have a great holiday season, everybody. And we appreciate you. We enjoy you, and we hope to see you again very soon. I'm still hoping to make this style in plastic thing happen. It's just a matter of getting the right people and just actually going through with these plans. But it's still here. I've still got the plans, and it's still the wheels are still turning. So hopefully we'll make it happen in 2025. Whatever you have, dreams and things that you're cooking up, make it happen in 2025. Okay. All right, you guys, I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Merry Christmas,
Later.
guys.
I'm supposed to put up like a closing video. Let's see. Let's see if this works. End stream and perfect. Okay, we're gonna play the outro, and so bye everybody.
Bye.